Hello and welcome to a video review of my latest eBay pickup, eBay haul, whatever you call it. First movie 2007 Deluxe Jazz. I think it was released 2006, but the movie came out 2007. An interesting figure. I got this guy used on eBay for about 20 bucks. He's not complete, he's missing his I think it was JCC 214 that said his gun looked like a fishing rod. I hope I said his name correctly, but it does look like a fishing rod and it's an ugly gun. I have one somewhere. A friend had Jazz but lost his gun and somebody loaned him Smokescreen's gun, and for some reason he gave it to me thinking I had Smokescreen, so I have this guy's gun floating around somewhere. It looks ugly. He's also missing a spoiler. Very ugly weapon, but you can see very nice figure, very chunky, very oddly proportioned, very bottom heavy, and then kind of not much going on top. I do prefer this to the Studio Series. I hate that figure. I hate it with a passion. I don't even want to talk about that figure. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know where that figure's at because I put him into storage because I do not like that figure. It's tiny. It is a mess. It is a floppy mess, and the paint on mine just chipped like no other. So he's in a box somewhere, and I don't know where he's at, and I really don't care to find him. So, yeah. But anyways, we'll get in close here. You can see. Yeah, we'll get in closer. Let me move him further. We'll get in closer. You can see his head sculpt. Come on. Very basic, not a whole lot going on. My autofocus work. Got the Pontiac pig face going on there. Legs, not a whole lot of detail. Not much to say. Not a whole lot of paint. He does have amazing light piping though. I'm gonna adjust my chair. I'm hoping my AC is not too loud in the background because it is like 105 here, so my AC is on high, so I apologize for that. That's why I don't have my studio lights on. It's probably good 80 degrees in this room right now. And Jazz does, this copy does kind of have this little gangster feeling to his head. I can't fix it. But yeah, you see his stomach detailing there. Autobot symbol on his waist. Got his leg, a little bit of kind of bronze there. And we'll get into articulation. He does have a hinge joint here and here, and then a swivel. And his elbows are weird. So they're hinged back here and here. So to get his elbow to bend forward, you have to move it back, because if you have it sitting where the elbow should be, it doesn't move forward. So if you move it back and then forward, you get more. Nothing really at the hands unless you want to fold them up. I'm not a fan of his arms. I don't like them because they don't really like to sit. Hips will move forward that far. We'll move back that far. We'll move out that far. His knees will, you can see they move further forward than back because this piece, so if you rotate his knee, you actually get more movement, but it's not a whole lot because of the shape of the leg. Feet really just kind of move up and down because of transformation. Nothing pivots. You have his heel spur. Nothing at the waist. Head is on a ball joint, but on mine, you can really only get a 360 out of it because that weird, like, it doesn't sit flat. It kind of sits cocked out to the left. My left, your right, or my left, his right, sorry. So it doesn't really work a whole lot. Scale wise, he is pretty close. I don't like the Studio Series because they're too damn small. You pay, what are they now, 30 bucks? Jazz is literally like 4 inches tall. The Bumblebee isn't much bigger. This guy and the old Camaro Bumblebee, if he wasn't in storage, I'd show you, are basically the same height. And I did look this up. And this slider on this leg does not like to stay locked in. This one does lock in, so he kind of stands a little funny sometimes. But I did look this up. Jazz is 15 feet, Bumblebee is 16 and a half feet, 17 feet. So being about the same size isn't too far off, so they do scale. Vehicle mode, scale is out the window. He's way too big. And I always remember everyone had Jazz. I didn't. I remember him being super big compared to everyone else. Just his Pontiac mode is just really big. And we'll get more into that. And the thing I like more about this guy than I do the Studio Series, he is chunky. There is weight here. There is mass. There is not a whole lot of paint. Nothing to chip, but there's paint where it needs to be. He's heavy. He is a chunky boy. He is like the old Armada Transformers that can take a beating and come back swinging. The new Studio Series, I don't like. Bumblebee, I have the original version. That figure falls apart. Barricade's not bad. I like Barricade. Jazz is a floppy mess that when I find him, I'm probably either going to melt him or put him in a plastic shredder, because I hate that figure a lot. And I know that's kind of going to be blasphemy because people like that figure. I don't like him. I don't. If it wasn't floppy, I could maybe overlook the paint. But mine, my Jazz, the Studio Series, this joint here, his shoulder, too loose to hold his gun. The legs, too loose. The leg articulations on him, too loose. So he can't even stand. He's just like a wet noodle. And this guy, for being 19 years old, I think he came out 2006. It's probably designed 2006. Is still tight where he needs to be. He's got a little looseness, but after 19 years, he still holds up. But yeah, we'll get into the transformation. We're gonna flip in his heel spurs. I don't have the instructions, so if I don't do something right, let me know in the comments. Fold up his feet. And this part, I really, really love. Take it, fold it in, and fold it in. And you have the full wheels there. I don't know why they're on little rotators. I've never found this out. They just kind of butt up against the wheels and keep them from rolling. I don't know what they're for. And then you're gonna wanna untab this. And when you bring up his back piece, this whole assembly, it should pop that in. So that's his automorph that the original ones had. But it just kind of relies on these two pegs being pushed in. Once they're pushed in, that pops out. So once you're at this point, you want to take his waist. Hey, look, it's Jazz from the end of the movie where he wants two pieces. Rotate these down. Take it, rotate it up. And then you want to take this. It's supposed. One thing to note on my copy, the head, when you do everything, it doesn't really. It's really stiff. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's not tight, but it clicks down. And when you bring everything, this is probably filmed like the worst review ever. When you bring everything up, it pops it in. But then when you bring it down, it doesn't, and it clicks in. And that's just really weird. I don't know if that's everybody's copy or just mine. I'm trying to keep everything in frame. These reviews have been horrible, I'm sorry. And this is supposed to come off and be a shield. Mine, I can't get it to pop off, and I'm not even gonna try. You got the two pegs, the two holes, some nice Cybertronian detailing. And one thing I love is, I'm not sure if you saw it, but these don't tab together when tabbing up here. But it sits so beautifully flush. They sit together, it sits well, it looks like the rear end of a car. It's just beautifully done. And it's simple, there's no kind of Studio Series black magic, rip my hair out, I hate transforming it. It's simple and it works. Come to the front, rotate these forward. You can rotate them back, but you're gonna have to force things around, so rotate them forward. Take the wheel welds, and you want to fold them up first, because if you don't, it gets caught. Take the arms, unfold them, rotate it again. Take his really weird elbows, kind of finagle it together. It kind of catches a little bit. Get it kind of flat. It is on a slider. Fold his hand in. Fold the wheel weld completely up. These are really tight on this figure. And then fold it down on that hinge. Make sure everything's snug. You have that. Fold it in on the double hinge. It likes to fight a little bit. And then you have one side done. Same as the other side. We'll just bring it up. Because if you try to bring it up like this on that first hinge, not the second hinge, it does catch. So you want to bring it up first. Rotate his arms up. These ones don't like to really work out all that well. This side, really, you can see where it's been catching. There's not as much clearance on this side as the other side. So you can see that kind of wear bit. It looks like a numb mark, but no, it is wear from his fender. Take it, split it out, fold the hand in, push it on that slider, bring this down, fold up the wheel weld. I apologize for this video being so terrible. Fold it in. This part is really awkward, especially on this side, because it feels like it's gonna kind of catch on something, and it really doesn't. It's just the hinge is super tight when it gets to that part. And this part, I don't know why, it doesn't want to sit correctly. I don't know if it's just my copy or what, but you got to kind of fight with this hand. Get everything nice and squozen or squeezed, and there you go. There you have the 2007 Pontiac Solstice without the spoiler. And that transformation was filmed extremely horrible, and I apologize for these videos being that bad, because well, up behind me, if you saw how many boxes are behind me, you would understand. I'm my chair is literally up against a desk, so the camera's in my chest, so I can't even really see the viewfinder, so I'm looking over the camera. But here we have the Pontiac Solstice mode. Nicely detailed. Detailed, honestly better than Studio Series, but it is big. And I mean big, big. It is about the same size as Ratchet. But not a whole lot of robot cable. Nothing hangs down, nothing really jumps out. Even from the rear you have these, but I mean it still doesn't look that bad. Underneath, not a whole lot. And he does have an interior. You have a steering wheel in there. You have seats. So already he's better than Studio Series, and he rolls phenomenally. My Studio Series, one of the wheels is jammed up out of the box, because I hate that figure, and he's going in a plastic shredder. I swear. You got the running lights, you got the Pontiac logo. A nice figure. Honestly, it's not bad, minus the arms. The one figure I might track down is the Hunt for the Decepticons Jazz, the Human Alliance one, but I'm not certain. I'll probably get him and then throw Studio Series in the plastic shredder. Did I mention I hate that figure? This video was made because I got this figure because I hate that one so much. And every time I say that in any Transformers community, all I get is, "That's a great figure, mine's great." Well, I'm happy yours is great, but I have to go base my opinion on the one I have in hand. If it's loose, it's a floppy mess, and the paint chips, I have to go with that because that's the one I have in front of me. That's the one that's on my shelf. That's the one I messed with. I don't know why people take offense to when you say molds are bad. But anyways, this has been a quick look at 2007 Deluxe Jazz. Decent figure, chunky figure, definitely dated. It is extremely dated, like the old Camaro Bumblebee. If you can find him, find him. I wouldn't pay more than 20. I might find one that's got the spoiler. Get the spoiler in his gun. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think of this horrible review. Let me know what you think of this figure. Did you have this guy as a kid? I know a lot of kids did have him back then. Jazz was just kind of there in the first movie. He was the main character. He's better in the video games than he was in the movie, but that's how that goes. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this figure. Let me know if you had Smokescreen or if you had Jazz. I know a lot of people had Smokescreen more than Jazz, but yeah, let me know. I will catch you folks next time. Hopefully I can get that Ravage review filmed today. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping, but no promises. Got a lot of things to do. I will catch you folks next time.